Good morning, SEA families. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Want to tell you about a neat event that happened last week. On Wednesday of last week, our missions 10, 20, and 30 classes, as well as our missions local class, went on a walkathon and raised just over $7,500 for the All Nations Center in Edmonton. The All Nations Center is run by two of our SEA parents, and they do just a fantastic job ministering to those new to the Edmonton area, primarily immigrants. Great job, SEA mission students, on raising money for a worthy cause. Our missions classes have also partnered with Volunteer Strathcona to rake leaves and shovel driveways for seniors and shut-ins that live within a walking distance of SEA. If you know of anyone who lives within 15 minutes of walking distance from SEA and could use that kind of help, please contact our school office and we will help get them set up with this program through Volunteer Strathcona. Also, stay tuned for some more exciting missions opportunities that we'll be undertaking this year in our new COVID reality. We're working on some pretty neat opportunities for the entire school to get involved with missions, and can't wait to share more with you in the coming months as we iron out the details. I want to thank everyone who's been following the directives of AHS, who's been staying home as you either have primary or secondary symptoms. There's been a lot of families making the responsible decision to stay home when they're not feeling ill so that we can all stay safe. And thank you very much for that. With that being said, as our number of absences has increased, some students and parents have been wondering what are their responsibilities for learning while they are away. Due to the fast pace of the quarter systems, we don't have the luxury of just staying home, saying we're sick, and then catching up when we get back home from school from the isolation period. So students, you are expected to still work and follow along on Brightspace while you're at home. Do any coursework you're able to complete from home via Brightspace. Your teachers will not be able to do a Google Meet with you like we were in the spring, as they still need to be teaching their regular classes. However, if you have specific questions while you're isolated at home, you can certainly email your teacher. For more information, I've attached a procedure for students isolated at home document to this email that you can read to further understand what is expected of everybody. Our Parents in Partnership group would like to invite all parents of SEA students to join a prayer meeting on Monday mornings. That's every Monday morning from 9 till 10:30. Check in at the church office, not the school office. From there, you'll be directed to the room where they meet. It's a very casual group where they read some scripture and pray for the school, and they would love to have you join them. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Bettina Sahota at 597-597-3527. Again, that's 597-597-3527. And you can call or text. That's all from me this week. Now over to you, Mr. Maxwell.
Thanks, Mr. Elzinga. Well, good morning, SCA. It's been a great start to the year for the most part. As we know, we deal with all things COVID around here now. But today, we want to tell you about some things. We want to tell you about our very first COVID-friendly event that we're doing as an entire school. And it's happening this week. So we'll tell you about that in a moment. We're going to go over to Mr. Chung. He's going to give you more details. Mr. Chung.
Hey, everybody. This week, we're going to be taking part in a Thanksgiving food drive for Strathcona Food Bank. It'll be happening from October 5th to 8th, so that's this week leading up to Thanksgiving weekend. Strathcona Food Bank is looking for 5 key items. Number 1, canned goods, so soup, stew, chili beans. Number 2, soup mixes, so cake mix, stovetop mix, soup mixes. Number 3, snack cups, so your pudding, jello, fruit. 4, baking items, so flour, sugar, salt, and hygiene items, so like your shampoo and toothpaste. So bring either canned goods, box mix, snack cups, baking, or hygiene items. There will be boxes at the entrances of all the school entrances for junior and senior high. And this will be a great way for us to show love in action during these tough times in COVID for our families in Strathcona County.
Thanks, Mr. Chung. A couple of other announcements for you. First of all, TAVO. You know that TAVO means Teens Against Violent Oppression, and they are meeting this year again. So exciting. They are meeting on Wednesdays at lunch in Mrs. DeRue's room 230. Bring your lunch. They're going to follow all the COVID protocols during that meeting. So come and join them. I think it's going to be a great time. Thanks for doing that, you guys. Couple of other things. Finally, if you're interested at all in being part of the team that works with me and Mrs. Tuckwood to encourage SCAers in their walk with God, like chapels, those kinds of things, or to just have some fun around here, like talent show, Valentine's Day, Star Wars Day, etc., Christmas. We're meeting tomorrow. So that's Tuesday, 11:45 is our first kind of formal meeting. And it's going to be in my office. If you don't know where that is, just go to the main office and they will show you where we are. I know today was mostly announcements, but I just need to say that part of our purpose on these Monday mornings is to keep you up to date. So we needed to tell you a few things today. So that's why that happened. Hey, let me give you a closing thought. I was reading the other day, a little quote: "Forget your mistakes, but remember what they taught you." Thought of Romans chapter 8. "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God and to them who are called according to his purpose." You know, God works in all things for sure, just not isolated incidences, for our good. You know, this doesn't mean that all that happens to us is good, of course. There's evil is very prevalent in our world, in our fallen world, but God is able to turn every circumstance around for our long-range good. So I hope that encourages you today. Have a great week. And hey, don't forget, again, this week, bring your food for the food drive. It ends after lunch this Thursday. So you got like 3 days. Let's do it, SCA, and let's bless Strathcona Food Bank. Have a great week.